And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Today we're taking a look at AnimaLogic. This is a game in which you have little wooden animals and you're trying to make them cross the river, and you have to do it in a logical order. The game itself says that it's ages 5 to 105, so sorry for you 106-year-olds out there. But it's not really a game, although multiple people could play it together, I suppose. But it's really just a puzzle. Let's take a look at it. When you do one of these puzzles, you'll place this board in front of you, which basically has squares numbered from 1 to 16. And the numbers don't really matter other than helping you, if you need to know the solution. You will then flip to a puzzle in the book. This is the first puzzle in the mediocre puzzles. And then you'll place the animals in the spots on those boards according to color and shape. There are 4 colors, red, yellow, green, and blue. And there are 4 shapes: hippopotamus, giraffe, camel, and lion. So let me quick set these up here. Hippo, camel, lion. What you're trying to do in this game is you're trying to have all the animals cross the river. And you can do it in any order you want, as long as you follow the rules. An animal can only cross the river if it's in the front of its row. So at the beginning of the game, I can pick any animal I want to go first. So let's say I move the camel first. The next animal I move must be the same color or the same type. So here I move the camel. I can move anything that's blue or a camel. These are the only 4 that I can move, so therefore I'm already lost. So let's say I start with the green hippo. Now I can move anything that's green or a hippo. Well, this is... I can move across the blue hippo. Now anything that's blue or a hippo. Now anything that's a camel or blue. Now anything that's green or a camel. Now anything that's green or a lion. Okay, well here's the first time in this scenario where I actually have a choice. Now I look at it. Do I bring out this blue lion first, or do I bring out the yellow lion? So I'm going to take a chance and say the blue lion first, which then lets me bring out the yellow lion, which lets me bring out the yellow hippo, which lets me bring out the red hippo, which lets me bring out the red giraffe. And I'm seeing that this is going to end in failure for me, because if I bring out the green giraffe and then the blue giraffe, I'm done and I've lost. So I probably shouldn't have moved that blue lion a long time ago. If I had waited to do that blue lion, then I could have moved this red lion, which would have let me move that, then that, and then that. And that would have been the solving of the problem. Now that's a fairly simple one. If you notice, there wasn't very many routes, but as the game progresses and we look through the book, there are ones that are extremely difficult and that offer quite a few choices. Like for example, if you look here at this puzzle in the book, if I move the blue giraffe first, I can move the red giraffe or the blue hippo after that. So let's say I move the red giraffe, then I can move the red lion or the red camel. And so you see your choices get more and more complex, but there's only ever one solution. Once you solve a puzzle, you go on to the next one. All right, so let's see what everyone thought of it. Melody, what do you think of AnimaLogic?
I thought it was okay because, I could easily do it because I'm older. It's more like for the younger people.
I'm glad you can easily do it. I wasn't able to do all of them so easily. But, what did you think of it, Holly?
I liked it because I like crossing the animals across the river, and it's fun.
Were you able to get them done? And did you beat any of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how many?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Maybe 1 or 2? All right, so they went back and forth and played between themselves, and I also gave it a lot of try. I think it's interesting. The first ones are really easy. Okay, you start out, they're really easy, and then they get more difficult. But at the same time, one of the things I like about this game is it's not impossible. You can kind of reset back to a certain spot and start over again. And so you eventually will do it. And it teaches kids a little bit of forward planning. If I'm going to move here, then the next animal I can move is this one, which will let me move this one next. And for that reason, I think it's an excellent logic game to play. The animals are cool. It's fun to field them. It's easy to tell the shapes apart. Although if you're colorblind, the color thing is going to probably throw you off. But the whole thing here itself, it's a nice package, and there's a lot of puzzles in here. What are your final thoughts? Good, bad?
Puzzles.
7.
A 7? Okay, Melody?
It was like a 5 or 4 to me.
A 5 or a 4? Is that just because you think it's too easy?
Yeah.
All right, but for younger kids, and for people who aren't jaded, I liked it and Holly liked it, and it seemed to go really well. So if you're looking for a puzzle to get kids' minds creatively going, I think AnimaLogic is a very good one.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.